Okay? For our discussion for today, hahatiin ko yung discussion natin for the FTS process versus the E-Day process. So, ito po yun. Yung for FTS process, we will be based on the general instruction. So, meron tayong installation, we have diagnostics, we have open voting, closed voting, and re-zero. So, for the E-Day process, mapapansin natin dito sa slide na to, medyo may parehas sila, meron may pagkakaiba. So, for E-Day, meron tayong installation, we have open voting, closed voting, transmission, and write protect. Sa slide natin, mapapansin nyo, merong naka-red font. Bakit ko ni-red? Kasi, yun yung distinguish natin para ma-isolate kung anong process pa yung ginagawa natin. Sa FTS process, may diagnostic tayo and re-zero. Wala na yan sa election day process. But, sa election day, meron tayong transmission at meron tayong write protect o backup na tinatawag. So, okay, we go to the hands-on demo. Okay, for our hands-on demo, FTS process, first we retrieve the VCM box and check all the components and the peripherals needed. So, may marireceive po tayong checklist. We check it one by one. So, number 1 and number 2 is the SD card main and the SD card worm. That is already installed in the VCM. Next, we have the iButton security key or the operational iButton. So, meron tayong dalawang operational iButton intended for chairman and the EB members. We also have the modem or the security or the transmission modem. We have the SIM card allocated for the transmission. So, depende kung anong naka-allocate. Kung Globe, Smart, PLDT. So, meron po tayo niyan. Tapos, we also have the plastic seal that will be used for election. So, check po natin yan. There's a corresponding number. We also have ballots for the FTS. For this purpose, meron po tayong 10 balota for FTS purposes. Next, we have the cleaning sheet. Cleaning sheet. Ito. Cleaning sheet natin. Then, we have the pins for EB. Oh, we have the EB pins intended for EB chairperson and the other EB members. We also have the checklist itself. So, eto na yon. We have the thermal paper rolls with logo na nakalagay 2022 Commission on Election. So, gagamitin natin yan. We also have marking pens for the 2022. So, ito po yung marking pen natin. So, ito yung itsura ng marking pen natin na gagamitin natin for the shading of ballots. We also have the security paper. And we also have the packing tape and the cord for the battery cable. So, yun po yung laman nung pinaka checklist ng VCM. So, after we check everything inside your VCM, so, we will retrieve the VCM itself. So, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, yung VCM natin, meron na siyang laman na SD cards. So, we retrieve our VCM. Okay, tanggalin lang natin sa plastic. Then, we will place it. So, on the FTS itself and the election day, we will show to the public that the slots labeled A and labeled B, where the main and the backup SD cards are properly sealed. So, katulad po ng sinabi natin sa mga previous training, for the FTS and the election, this will be sealed all the time. So, from the prelat, from warehouse, nakasealed na po yan. Okay, then we will place the VCM in the ballot box. Next, we will check the printer compartment if the thermal paper is properly inserted. Ito po yung tamang paglalagay ng thermal paper. Yung may printout po, yun po yung nasa ibabaw. Then, we push it down. So, napaka-importanting procedure nito. Kasi kapag nakalimutan po natin na yung VCM ay walang thermal paper, yung VCM natin pag pinower on nyo, automatic magsha-shutdown siya. So, this is an important procedure. After that, we will connect the battery. We get the battery cable from the VCM box. And dun sa battery, makikita natin meron tayong pinaka-sticker ng battery rito. Dun sa pinaka-left side, nandun po yung positive polarity. Meron naman siyang indicator here. Tapos, meron din siyang negative polarity. So, from the cable, meron tayong black tsaka red. Siyempre, yung red, dun sa positive. So, ilalagay natin. Then, higpitan lang natin siya. Yan. Then, we close it. Ganun din po dito sa negative polarity. So, kapag naglalagay tayo ng battery, we also suggest na kaya yung, alam nyo, may kasama siyang styro. Yung styro kasi dapat doon natin pinapatong or pwedeng mga karton. Kasi kapag yung battery nakalagay lang doon sa ground, mabilis pumalobat. After that, yung pinakadulo ng connector, we will insert it dito sa pinaka left side sa likod ng VCM. Next, we get the power adapter of the VCM and we will connect it to the VCM itself. So, yung pinaka parang adapter lang siya ng laptop. So, we connect that. Tapos, uunahin nating ilagay ang connector from the VCM port. Next, we will get the adapter in the peripherals of the VCM. We will connect it dun sa power cord, diretso sa electrical outlet. Pagkasaksak nyo nito, there's an indicator here, yung LED sa likod ng VCM, iilaw na siya. So, yung ibig sabihin, meron kang current, direct current from your adapter papunta dito kay VCM. So, kung okay na siya, pwede mo na siyang i-close. Next, we power on the VCM by pressing the switch beside the DC port. So, pag press natin yung switch, yung monitor will proceed for the boot up of the VCM. Dito sa likod, may indicator, yung LED niya, dalawa na yung nakailaw. Ibig sabihin, na power button, na power switch na natin yung VCM. Then we close it. For the boot up of the VCM, it takes 2 to 3 minutes. Nung inorasan ko siya, it takes 2 minutes and 37 seconds to be exact. So, aantayin lang po natin siyang mag-boot up. So, for booting out, nandyan yung loading ng key ng providers, yung cryptographic service, tapos yung mga jurisdiction, niloload niya lahat. Yung kaninang sinabi natin, yung configuration. Tapos makikita rin natin yung version dito sa upper level. So habang nagbo-boot up siya, makikita nyo dyan yung version ng VCM natin. So, nagko-compute rin siya ng hash. 'Di ba yung hash, makikita siya sa mga reports ng VCM. So, kino-compute niya rin yung hash. For the device information, so makikita mo na rito yung So, may 8 seconds siya para mo makita kung ano yung configuration ng VCM. Dito din, makikita mo na yung date. So, unang pinapacheck natin yung date and time. So, i-check mo na kagad dito sa upper left yung date. So, date ngayon, yung oras, yung status, this is not open. Ito yung transmission niya, naka-X kasi wala tayong transmission media na nakakonect. Ito yung ballot cast, 0. Network, battery, this is connected. Tapos ito yung clustered precinct. Dito pa lang, sa simula pa lang, malalaman mo na kung anong clustered precinct ang kino-configure o naka-configure dito sa BCM na to. So after that, makikita natin yung indicator. Please tap the I button in the slot. Ito na yung opening. I button ni chairman yung gagamitin natin. So we tap this to the I button receptacle and it will automatically select an option for the profile to authenticate. Since ang gamit natin is yung I button ni chairperson, so we choose the chairperson. Then we input the password for chairperson. If mali yung date and time, how to change that? We go to the utilities, then press natin yung change system date and time. Since si chairperson yung nag-input ng pin niya kanina and to authenticate yung opening ng BCM, siya rin yung magpapalit ng oras. So, we input the pin code of the chairperson. Kung may mali, meron pong up arrow dyan to change. So, yan. To effect the change, click po natin yung change. Kung ayaw naman, click po natin yung cancel button. So, since binawasan natin siya ng 1 minuto, to correct, click lang natin yung change button. Then, ito po yung message. Change date time completed successfully. Then, click done. Tama na po yung oras. To go back to the main menu, we click the X button. Next, after that, we go for diagnostic. So, click natin tong diagnostic. FTS tayo So, for diagnostic, i-check niya lahat ng peripherals ng VCM. So, to check the peripherals of the VCM, meron po tayong tinatawag dun sa pinakababa na run all. So, itong run all, ipipress natin yan. But before we proceed for the diagnostic, sinuggest ko na kailangan i-prepare mo na yung mga kailangan mo for the diagnostic. Ano-ano ba yon? Dapat meron ka ng I button. Hawak mo na. Dapat meron ka na ring USB modem na nandito na sa tabi mo. At the same time, meron ka na ring balota para dun sa scanner. So, ito lang po yung mga dapat na kailangan na nasa tabi mo para madali o continuous. Kasi, ang diagnostic, continuous operation siya, simultaneous. Kapag na-check niya na yung isang component, yung other component naman, next niyan sunod-sunod. To be exact, unang niyang i-check speaker. Then, yung headset. After that, yung CAS and return button. Then, yung Ethernet cable. Tapos, GSM transmission device. Printer diagnostic. After that, yung battery testing. Yung power cable. Then, the touch screen. And then, the scanner diagnostic. I-button. Ito yung bagong tinitest na bago sa enhancement ng VCM. The USB port connector sa likod. And the SD card checking. So, yun po ang kailangan natin. So, kung okay na at nasa tabi na natin yan. So, we press run all. Kaya sinabi ko, it will check the audio diagnostic. Playing sounds. Ang sabi, do you hear the sound? Yes or no lang naman. So, narinig natin, we press yes. For next checking is the headphone. Oh, please take note na for this election, for the 2022 NLE, hindi po tayo gagamit ng headset. Diyan sa mga BCM nyo, dun sa checklist nyo, wala po tayong headset dyan. So, paano, Ruwi? Wala pala tayong headset. So, ang gagawin po natin, so, pwede nating mark headphone jack as defective or pwede rin tong X natin. So, for this one, we press this X. So, ibig sabihin, hindi natin perform yung headset kasi nga hindi siya applicable. So, the task was completed successfully for audio diagnostic. Then, we press done. Next is checking the press and the CAS button. So, press daw natin tong CAS. Then, we press the return button. Ito na. Checking na ng Ethernet cable. Yung Ethernet cable natin is tabi ng slot. Ayan. So, ito yung Ethernet cable natin. Applicable siya dun sa may mga bigan. What if wala kayong bigan? So, kung wala kang bigan at USB modem lang yung sa'yo, we press this X button. Okay? So, ang makikita mo dyan, Ethernet diagnostic has been canceled. We press done. Next niyang i-check, ito na, yung GSM modem transmission device. So, kinakabit yung GSM modem transmission device dito sa likod. May indicator ng USB connector. Tapos, ito po, ikakabit natin tong USB modem. So, may mahirap magkabit ng USB modem dito. So, ganyan lang ang technique. So, kapain nyo lang ng konti tapos ipasok nyo loob. So, yan. So, i-check ng system kung it is connected. Dapat po pala doon sa modem natin, naka-insert na yung SIM card natin para na-check niya kung connected siya sa internet. So, for this one, so, ide-detect niya yung connection kung makaka-connect siya. So, after that, ima-mark niya as magpe-failed siya. Kasi nga, wala tayong, ayan, kung makikita nyo rito, the GSM transmission device has been detected. Na-detect niya yung transmission device. Kaya lang, hindi siya na-complete. Bakit? Kasi wala ka ditong modem. Tsaka dapat nakapag-establish siya ng connection. So, press lang natin yung done. After that, magpiprint po yan ng printer. Diagnostic. I-check niya kung yung na-print ba, same nung image na nandito sa screen natin. Kung parehas siya, katulad nung nasa sample natin, we press yes. After that, checking nung battery. So, ang sabi rito, disconnect the power cord. So, we make it sure na yung battery properly connected dito sa VCM natin kasi pinapatanggal niya tong power. So, pag tinanggal yung power, dapat hindi mamatay si VCM. Ayan. Please connect the power cord. So, ibig sabihin, gumagana yung battery natin. Ang battery would last for the entire hours of election. Next, pinapacheck yung touchscreen diagnostic. Ipapress nyo lang yung mga boto, yung mga circle na yan. Circle na yan, circle na yan, circle na yan. Screen diagnostic. After that, pinapa-insert na po tayo ng ballot. So, for the scanner. Yun. So, ito na po. Binasa na siya. Click natin yung plus sign. Kung tama ba yung balota na in-insert natin. Yan. So, we click next for the next page. Yan. Kung okay naman, click na natin yung back. Okay. Paper jam. So, sa pagbalik po yon could not be completed. So, dapat po walang mga hindrance dito sa blocking natin. So, click lang natin yung done. So, next, ito na yung bago ngayon. It will check the I button. So, insert natin yung I button dito. O, mabilis lang. Di ba? Parang 2 seconds. Then, it will check the USB upper port. So, yun na rin yung gamitin nyo yung modem. Reinsert lang natin. Ayun, na-detect. Remove daw sa upper port. Then, sa baba naman. Ayun, tapos remove from the lower port. Okay? Then, it will check the SD card. Both slot po yung chine-check nyan. A and B slot. And it will generate the diagnostic report. For this test, since ang in-skip natin is the Ethernet and the audio, ito po yung lumabas sa report natin. So, not executed kasi yung audio natin wala, pati yung sa Ethernet wala naman tayong bigan, and the rest will pass. Kung mapapansin nyo yung transmission, wala naman transmission sa FTS eh. So, automatic yan, failed po yan. Okay? So, ito po yung itsura ng diagnostic intended for this clustered precinct. So, kung okay na tayo, papakita lang natin yan sa mga watcher. Tapos ito, tutupin natin at ilalagay sa envelope na allocated for diagnostic report. Then, click done. So, after nyan, click natin yung X button. After diagnostic, we go for the open voting. So, for open voting, sino mag-o-open? Si chairman. So, we tap the open voting option. So, sabi rito, input the EB chairperson. So, kailangan yung PIN ni EB chairperson. So, ito na yung bagong enhancement ni VCM. So, makikita nyo rito, EB chairperson, poll clerk, third member. For the election day, since training to, mawawala na po itong technical support ha. 3 lang po yung makikita natin. Dito na natin ilalagay o i-assign yung pangalan ng mga EB members natin. Paano gawin yun? So, for EB chairperson, click lang po natin itong assign. Tapos, lalabas yung screen na to. Parang magta-type ka. So, lagay natin yung pangalan ni chairman. So, for this one, lagay ko lang chairman. Tapos, meron lang po tayong 30 characters for this one. So, sa lahat ng names ng EB members natin, chairman mayan, poll clerk o third member, hanggang 30 characters lang po ang pwede nating input. So, we preferably input po yung first name and last name lang. Huwag nyo nasama yung middle name para at least kumasya. Kung tama po yan, click lang po natin yung assign. Okay? So, ayun na po yung pangalan ng chairman. So, paano, Ruby, kung mali? Na mali yung spelling. So, wala pong edit yan. Ang gagawin mo, i-remove mo lang siya. Do you want to remove the chairperson? Click yes. So, bubura lang siya. Assign mo na lang uli. Tapos, paki-type lang yung tamang pangalan. So, lalagay ko lang yung pangalan ng chairperson. Lagay ko po yung pangalan ko. Then, assign. Ganun din po sa poll clerk. Assign. Then, third member. Assign. So, kung na-assign na po lahat, click lang po natin tong check button dito sa lower right ng VCM screen. So, it will generate save report and it will automatically print the initialization report. Ayan. So, makikita po natin yung initialization report. Ayan. So, nandyan yung number of registered voter. So, yung mga name ng kandidato, tapos puro 0 votes po yung makikita natin dyan. Yan. So, una niyang ipiprint is yung national position. Tapos, yung local position. At ito yung maganda sa enhancement ng BCM ngayon. Kung yung dati, nagsusulat ng pangalan yung mga teacher, ngayon hindi na. Kasi nga, nilagay na natin yung mga pangalan nila. So, dun sa thumb mark, andyan yung pangalan. Para sa poll clerk, thumb mark, yung pangalan. Yung mga watcher, syempre, pirma at printed name. Pero for teacher, binawasan natin, nandito na po yun. So, sa lahat ng report ng BCM, mag-a-appear po itong mga names ng VCM. Andito rin yung software version, OS version ng VCM natin, together with the system hash and the report hash. So, kung may mag-contest, pwede nilang i-check to sa website. Nakapost naman po yung hash natin to validate. So, we clear this report, papasign. Tapos, we will keep it to the envelope intended for the initialization report. Okay? Then, sabi po rito sa BCM, open polls completed successfully. So, the device state has been updated. So, kanina not open. So, dapat pag clinic natin yun doon, ano nakita natin? Open na siya. Kaya lang, hindi pa siya pwedeng mag-accept ng ballot. Bakit? Kasi kailangan pa nating i-hit ang go to voting. So, yung go to voting, yun yung indicator na pwede ka nang magsalang ng balota. So, magpiprint yan ng status report. O, andun uli yung pangalan ng mga EB. So, for status report, ayan yung sinasabi ko, nandyan yung province, municipality, barangay, school, tsaka makikita mo yung status, open, number of registered voter. Ito importante, ballot cast, 0. So, kapag namatay si VCM mo, automatic yan, magpiprint yan ng, pag clinic mo yung go to voting, magpiprint uli yan ng status report. Kung 20 na yung ballot cast mo, 20 yung mag-a-appear dyan. Okay, we detach this, papapirmahan uli, and we keep it to the envelope intended for the status report. Okay, has been enabled. Click natin yung done. We go to the voting process. Ito na. To get the started official event, insert one ballot at a time in any orientation in the scanner slot. So for the voting process. So, meron po tayong 10 balota for FTS. So, ang gagawin natin, sasabihan natin yung mga teacher natin na tawagin yung mga watcher para sila yung bumoto doon. We make it sure na sasabihin natin sa kanila na sundan yung instruction to voting na properly shaded yung mga ovals o yung mga circles, saka botohan lang ng tama yung indicated doon. Kung vote for 1 yan, vote for 1. Kung vote for 12, vote for 12. Parang ganon. Okay? Pero kung wala namang watcher doon, pwede na yung teacher na mag-vote doon sa ballot ng FTS. So, kung okay na at tapos na po yung pag-shade ng mga ballot, that is the time na pwede na tayong mag-cast ng ballot sa BCM. So, your ballot is being processed. Wait lang natin. Your vote is being cast. Please wait. And it will print a copy of your vote or yung BBPAT. So, your BBPAT. So, meron siyang QR code. Saka laman ng lahat ng binoto mo. And it will be detached from the printer compartment. Meron pong envelope or box allocated for the BBPAT itself. So, ilalagay po nung botante dun sa envelope and yung box, yung BBPAT natin. At mapapansin natin dito, yung ballot cast natin, nadagdagan na. Naging 1 na siya. So, kung 10 balota po for FTS, 10 balota rin yung makikita natin dito. Gusto ko lang rin i-emphasize na pwede nyo ma-encounter dun sa loading yung misread. So, pwedeng ibalik yung balota. So, anong gagawin nyo? So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung sinabi ko before, sa intro natin, meron kayong makikitang malaking o makapal na parang timing marks dito sa bawat kanto ng VCM. 3 yan eh. So, ang tawag dyan, di ba, fiducial markings. Itong fiducial markings, ito yung mag-i-indicate kung paano i-interpret ni VCM yung balota, kung paano ba siya fined. Kung paganito po ba, paganito, inverted, o paganon. Kung meron kayong ma-encounter na misread, meron pong 4 different orientation na pwedeng ipasok yung balota natin. Kung dun sa 4 attempts, misread pa rin, that is the time na kukunin ng chairperson yung balota, imamark niya itong balota na to na misread at ilalagay niya sa minutes of final testing and sealing tsaka sa minutes of voting niya. So, hindi na po yun babasahin. So, bakit ba nag-misread? Pwedeng tamaan yung mga timing marks, pwedeng tamaan yung QR code or yung UV ink natin, yun yung mga cause nun. So, lagi natin sinasabi na ingatan yung balota kasi isa lang yan allocated for the voter. So, yun po yung importanteng malaman natin sa balota. After ma-fed yung 10 ballots, we now go for the closed voting. But before we do that, we make it sure that the thermal paper in the printer compartment has a full capacity of the thermal paper. Bakit? Kasi kailangan tayong mag-print ng election return. So, sa pag nagko-close tayo, nagpe-print na tayo rito ng election return. So, we make it sure na dapat may maraming laman yung thermal paper natin. Okay? So, for close voting, kailangan natin yung I button ng EB members. So, to do that, tatap lang natin. We go for the EB members. So, una nating ise-select ang poll clerk. So, before we do that, makikita nyo, naka-open yan, di ba? So, magko-close tayo, EB poll clerk. Tapos, we input the password of poll clerk. Okay, the user was successfully inserted. Next is the EB third member. for the pin yan. So, since magko-close tayo, ang isa-select na po natin yung close voting. Ulit, kanina authentication, ngayon dito confirmation for the execution of the close voting. We go for the pin for the EB poll clerk again. And for the third member, okay, so medyo mali lang yung pagka-input ko ng pin, sorry. Close voting. Poll clerk. So, after successfully inputting the password or the PIN of the EB members for poll clerk and third member, next is we have to add, ito na yung additional enhancement ng VCM, yung digital signature ng mga EB natin. So, for this one, for FTS man yan o election day, we have to add digital signatures for the EB. So, paano gawin yon? So, mapapansin nyo rito, sabi rito, required signature 1. But, for the FTS and E-Day, parehas po, nilalagay natin yung mga digital certificate. So, click lang natin yung next. So, we tap the I button to the receptacle. Ito na po yung digital certificate. Anong kaibahan niya dun sa operational? So, mapapansin natin yung pag-read nung certificate dun sa I button intended for the chairman or the EB members medyo matagal. Kakain po ng 10 to 15 seconds. So, wag nyo pong tanggalin hanggang lumabas po yung message na please input the I button pin. So, we input the pin code. So, successfully added. So, nakapag-add na po tayo ng isang digital signature. So, do you want to add? Click lang natin yung yes. So, for this training, papakita ko lang paano kung hindi ma-read. Ganito po kasi minsan ang problem natin. Since nandito yung certificate ng mga EB, kapag mali ang pagkakalapat sa receptacle, nakita nyo po may error siyang lumabas dun sa screen natin. Ayan o, invalid I button, please remove slot and ulitin yung procedure. To properly read etong I button o yung digital certificate ng mga teacher, kindly press lang po, tapos medyo i-incline natin yung I button natin para mas madali siyang basahin. Yun po yung nakita naming proper way to read the certificate in the I button slot. So, parang ganito, tapos medyo incline ng konti. Tapos, wag nyo po tatanggalin. So, don't remove and please wait hanggang lumabas yung PIN code for the password ng digital certificate. So, anong ginagawa niya? Ina-attach niya yung digital certificate dun sa election results. So, ito na yung PIN. Okay, nakakadalawa na tayo. Successfully added. So, dalawa na po. So, for the last, okay, napabilis, invalid, click yes. And after successfully input of the password, the VCM will generate, save, and automatically print the election returns. Ito na yung 8 copies ng ER natin. So, 8 copies ng ER. Ito na po yun. So, una niyang ipiprint is yung National Election Return. So, ayan na po yung laman ng ER natin. Eight copies po ang ipiprint natin. Okay, ano yung indicator na tapos na yung isang part? Itong QR code. So, tapos na yung isang ER ng national. So, tatapusin niya muna po yung buong 8 copies ng national bago siya mag-print ng local position. Ayan, president uli. So, 8 copies ng ER muna yung tatapusin niya. So, nakakaisa na tayo. So, after printing ng 8 copies ng election return, ang next niya namang ipiprint ay yung 8 copies ng local election return. Ayan, nandyan na yung governor, councilor, mayor, vice mayor. So, 8 copies din po yan. Mas maiksi siya. So, ang indicator again, natapos na yung ER, yung QR code. After printing ng 8 copies ng local election return, so tig 8 copies na po sila, eto na yung lalabas sa screen natin. Since FTS tayo, do you want to transmit election return? We press no. There is no transmission for FTS. Walang nakakabit na transmission media dito sa Ethernet natin at dito sa USB port natin. So, we press no. It will generate a report again. Saving the report, eto na. Printing ng 22 copies. But for the FTS, there is no need to print the 22 copies. Kaya, i-stop natin to, i-skip natin. How to do that? We press the printer compartment up at may makikita po kayo dito sa screen, the report could not be printed. So, ang gagawin nyo lang, hindi natin i-retry. Pag na-up nyo na, na-cancel nyo na yung part na yon. Ibabalik uli natin, tapos we skip para ma-skip niya yung 22 copies ng national. Kasi, ang next niyang gagawin, ipiprint niya yung 22 copies naman ng local. I-skip natin rin to. Same procedure lang. Up. Antayin yung lumabas yung message na to, na warning message. Then, ibabalik sa printer compartment. I-detach nyo na tong sobra. Okay? Then, you press skip. Kasi, after nun, magpiprint yan nung statistical report. Ito yung importante. So, for the FTS, meron kang 8 report ng ER national, 8 report ng ER local, meron kang statistical report. Okay. So, ito na po yun. So, ang gagawin, print yung statistical report. So, may warning siya. So, there is no information available for tally. Click lang natin yung done. Yan. So, ito na po yung copy ng statistical report. So, ngayon, may manual validation. Bahala na po yun. Kasama po yun sa manual procedure natin for the FTS. Next, ang gagawin natin, kung okay na po lahat, is re-zero na tayo. How to do the re-zero option? Saan yung pin ko? So, yung re-zero po natin, click natin yung utilities, tapos makikita natin yung re-zero option. Click lang natin yung re-zero. Then, may intended pin code for re-zero for each clustered precinct. So, ilalagay po natin yung re-zero pin. Okay, tatanungin tayo. You're about to delete 10 ballots. Yung 10 ballots is for FTS. Are you sure you want to proceed? Click natin yung yes. So, ensuring that the counters are set to 0. So, magpiprint uli yan ng re-zero report. So, babalik niya sa state na not open. At the same time, magpiprint siya ng re-zero report. Yun yung last report na magagawa natin for FTS process. So, yan o, re-zero siya. Yung title, re-zero report. Tapos, yung kanina sa ER may laman, ngayon, 0 na uli siya lahat. Both for national and local positions. So, local position na. Okay. So, we detach this and papipirmahan sa mga EB at watcher. Ito po yung re-zero. May indicator dyan sa VCM screen natin. Wala kang ibang dapat gawin. Just to shut down the VCM. So, click lang natin yung OK. Automatic po, magsha-shutdown na si VCM. This cell will not be detached. So, we remain it cell. Tapos, kukunin na po natin lahat ng report. So, we detach the battery. And we detach the DC power cord. So, ayusin po uli natin yung VCM natin at yung mga balota after the VCM is properly shut down. So, tatanggalin natin yung VCM sa ballot box. Angat nyo lang to, then slide it. Tapos, maangat nyo na siya. Then, we proceed to the VCM box. After the VCM is properly shut down, we will take out the VCM from the ballot box. We will put it again doon sa VCM box natin. So, mas maganda kasi ang FTS nagra-run 3 days or 5 days before the election. So, nakaseal naman siya. So, dapat mas maganda i-plastic nyo na lang rin para talagang safe na safe si VCM natin. So, okay na po yan. We take out the adapter. The power cable for the battery. So, dito na lang siya nakalagay sa ibabaw. And, lahat ng peripherals intact pa rin. Okay? So, we close it. Then, lalagyan po ng paper seal signed by the electoral board. And for the ballot box, we open the top cover of the ballot box. We get the 10 ballots inside the ballot box. Papakita po natin sa mga watcher, wala nang laman yung ballot box natin. Kasi gagamitin natin siya for election day. And this ballot will be manual check by the EB compared dun po sa ER niya. So, yung mga manual procedures, yun na po yung gagawin for FTS. Dun po mag-i-end yung FTS process natin. So, after ng operations natin kay BCM, siguro mas maganda i-recap natin para hindi natin makalimutan yung mga ginawa natin. Magsimula lang ako kay FTS process. For the FTS process, we have installation, sabi ko nga, di ba? So, we retrieve the VCM from its box. We show to the public that the slots label A and B for the main and the backup SD card are properly sealed. These slots shall remain sealed through the entire FTS process. After that, we place the VCM properly on the top of the ballot box. And we check the roll of the thermal paper that is properly installed or inserted dun sa printer compartment natin. And we go directly to connect the battery, which is yung ginawa natin kanina. Part of the installation, we connect the power adapter to the BCM AC port 20 AVC, and we plug it to the other end of the outlet. Next, we open the envelope that contains the pins. So, ang ginagawa, dapat i-distribute na yan ng chairman tsaka ng chairman dun sa mga other EB members natin. Next, we turn on the VCM and wait until the BCM displays the message, please tap the I button in the slot. Next, we place the I button security key on the security receptacle and we check for the select the profile to authenticate. Ito na si chairman. So katulad nung sinabi ko kanina, ang unang-unang mag-open ng VCM is the chairperson. So ito yon. Next, the machine will ask for the PIN. So si chairperson, input niya yung PIN niya. And we check the system date time. Kung mapapansin nyo na mali yung system and date time, that is the time to change the system and date time. I would like to emphasize na before any operations na gagawin natin sa VCM, dun pa lang sa FTS process, dapat sync na kagad yung time natin. So, kung mapansin nating mali, anong gagawin natin? We go to the utilities. Then, we tap the change system date and time. It will ask the PIN code for the EB chairperson. So, the EB chairperson will enter his or her PIN. After that, she will press yung up or down button para maayos yung PIN or yung time nung VCM natin. Rui, dapat ba laging chine-check yung system date and time? Actually po, lahat ng VCM natin dumaan ng refurbish. Bago lahat yung CMOS battery. Pero to double check lang, katulad ng sinabi ko, lahat ng operations natin malalag po yan. So mas maganda tama yung date tsaka tama yung time. And how to do it? Using utilities po. Tapos kung okay na, press nyo yung change, tapos it will reflect yung mga changes natin na ginawa sa time. Tapos, press done and press the X mark dun sa lower left button ng VCM screen natin. Okay. After the installation, eto na. We go for diagnostic. FTS process tayo, kaya meron tayong diagnostic. For the diagnostic process, so, paano puntahan yon? We select the diagnostic. Nasa left side siya ng menu. Option. Scroll down nyo, meron kayong makikitang run all. We perform everything. Ano yung ginagawa ng diagnostic? It will check all the peripherals and all the components of the machine. So, pine-prepare natin na bago natin gamitin yung VCM natin, dapat gumagana siya at properly working. So, for diagnostic, it will execute tests with the following. Una niyang i-check: speaker, then headphone, cast and return button, Ethernet diagnostic, GSM transmission device, printer diagnostic, testing ng battery charger, yung touch screen natin, scanner diagnostic for the ballot, I-button diagnostic, ito yung bago, USB port diagnostic, at yung last, yung SD memory diagnostic. Gusto ko ring i-emphasize dito na sabihin natin dun sa mga EB natin na bago nyo i-perform yung diagnostic, ilagay na nila sa tabi nila yung, for example, yung I-button, nandito na. Yung ballot na gagamitin for the scanner diagnostic, nandito na. Tsaka yung USB modem na gagamitin natin. Bakit? Kasi yung diagnostic process natin, nagra-run yan simultaneously. After ng speaker, headphone kagad yan. After ng headphone, cast and return button kagad yan. Kapag hindi mo na-perform yung isang operation na pinapacheck sa'yo, ang lalabas po dun sa diagnostic report mo, possible na failed or possible na not executed. So, kanina, diniscuss natin kung ano yung i-skip o yung i-skip o hindi i-perform. Kasi nga, hindi applicable for this election. Ano yun? Yun yung headset. Wala po sa atin yun. Okay? Malinaw po yan ha. Next, for the diagnostic also, at the end of the routine, it will automatically print one copy ng diagnostic report. So, didetach nyo yun, tapos ilalagay nyo sa envelope intended for the diagnostic report. And then, you press X button para magpunta ka na dun sa election menu. After diagnostic, eto na. Mag-open voting na tayo. Paano ba i-perform yun? So, from the election menu, meron doon, itatap natin yung open voting. After we tap the open voting, sino ang mag-o-open? Si chairperson. Ang laging mag-o-open na machine, si chairperson. Input yung PIN for the EB chairperson to confirm the execution of the open voting. So, yun yung makikita nyo. So, pagka-input ng chairperson ng key niya, so, the BCM will display, eto na, assign. So, i-assign na. Dito yung bagong functionality ni BCM. Wherein, ilalagay nyo na yung name ng mga EB member natin. So, paano gawin yon? So, click nyo lang yung assign button beside nung BCM screen natin. Tapos, after that, please enter the EB chairperson name. For the EB chairperson name or sa other name pa na i-input natin, meron tayong limitation. Ano yun? 30 characters lang ang pwede nating ilagay. So, kung tatanungin tayo, sabihin natin sa teacher natin, ang ilagay na lang nila yung name tsaka last name. Huwag na isama yung middle name, baka humaba. Baka at least 30 characters po. Yun yung mag-a-appear sa lahat ng report ni VCM. Maliwanag? Okay. Next. For the next option, ipe-present after mong ma-perform yung sa chairperson, then you go for the EB poll clerk name. Same process. Click yung assign button, input the name, then automatically magsisave po yon. And ganun din yung gagawin mo for the EB third member. Hanggang yung tatlo na name are properly assigned na. Then, dun sa lower part ng BCM screen natin, meron dun checkmark. Yung checkmark na yon, yun yung magsasave ng tatlo. After that, it will automatically print the initialization report. So, open polls, ito may makikita kang ganitong message. Open polls, generating the report, saving the report, printing the report. Simultaneous po nyo pong makikita sa screen yan. And it will print automatically initialization report. Ano ba yung initialization report? Ano yun eh? Ito yung zero report na tinatawag natin. Ipapakita natin to, isang printout siya. Ipapakita natin sa mga stakeholders, sa mga watcher na nandun sa site, and sa mga observer, para mapakita natin na yung makina na gagamitin natin walang laman, walang botong laman. So, pipirmahan po ng mga EBs natin yon, ng mga watcher natin, and it will be placed in the envelope intended for the initialization report. Okay? After printing ng initialization report, makikita nyo dun sa screen natin, open polls completed successfully. Dapat may ganyan kayo makita. Kasi pag hindi ganyan na nakita nyo, ibig sabihin hindi proper way yung pag-initialize natin. Then, the device state has been updated. Press done. Wala kang ibang option dyan. Press done. After you press done, so, i-detach mo na. Makikita nyo dun sa screen nyo, yung screen natin, kung kanina ang status not open, ngayon open na. Sabi rito, the chairperson, EB member, and the poll clerk, including the representative of the political parties, candidates, or citizens are present, shall affix their signatures dun po sa printed natin na report for initialization. So, after nyan, syempre, go to voting process ka na. In the election menu, press mo yung go to voting, it will print bago magsimula, bago ka magpaboto. Magpe-print po yun ng status report. Ano yung status report, Rui? Ito po yung magsasabi na yung makina natin ready na to accept ballots. So, nandun yung number of registered precinct, ilan yung ballot cast. So, yung status report, hindi lang yun. Kunyari, accidentally namatay yung BCM mo. Pag namatay yung BCM mo, tapos binuksan mo siya, inopen mo siya uli, since yung status mo open na, pag open mo uli nun, magpiprint po yan ng status report. Kung meron ka ng ballot cast na 20 on the election day, so makikita nyo sa election status report, 20 yung ballot cast niya. Okay? Next, go to the voting completed successfully. Voting has been enabled on this device. Press done and press done button. Then, the VCM is now ready to accept ballots. Ito na yun. So, yung 10 balota for FTS, ang alam ko kung sino yung watcher dyan, tawagin nyo, pabotohin nyo. We make it sure na kung ano yung intended number of votes for the position, yun lang yung botohan nila. Okay? So, tawag po kayo ng 10, ibigay nyo yung balota, social distancing, then paboto po kayo. Okay? Next, the BCM, yung to get started, at any time, pwede nang mag-scan ng ballot. Ang ginagawa natin dito, the BCM shall interpret. Ito na, isasalang na nung unang botante yung balota niya. The BCM shall interpret the ballot. Ang makikita nyo kay BCM, your ballot is being processed kapag sinalang na yan. Will be displayed dun sa screen. After processing, ang sasabihin ni BCM, your vote is being cast. Please wait. So, antay lang po ng mga 5 to 10 seconds. Then, your vote is being casted and printed. So, magpiprint po yan ng BBPAT. So, kung ano yung binoto niya dun sa balota, parehas po yun ang magiging output. So, ang gagawin, message niya, depositing the ballot in the ballot box and your vote has been cast. Thank you for voting. So, pagkapunit po ng BBPAT, so, i-check ng botante kung tama, i-close, tapos meron po kayong box doon intended for the BBPAT, ilalagay. So, yun po, yung 10 balota, iikot lang yon, isasalang kay VCM. That is for the FTS. Next, after nung 10 balota is casted dun sa VCM natin, we go for close voting. Yung close voting natin, ayan, after 10, itatap natin by placing the security or yung I button sa I button receptacle. Kanino yun? Kay EB member. Diba, sabi ko kanina, yung I button natin, isa kay chairman, dalawa lang yun yung operational I button natin. Isa kay chairman, yung isa, share na si EB member tsaka si poll clerk. For close voting, si poll clerk or si EB member ang magko-close. So, paano nila gawin yon? Itatap nila yung I button na shared sila dun sa I button receptacle. Then, yan. Please select profile to authenticate. Ang pipiliin nyo po, EB members. After you select the EB members, unang tatanungin, please select profile to authenticate. Unang isa-select yung EB member. So, after selection ng EB member, i-input mo yung PIN ng EB poll clerk. So, EB member, dalawa yan, poll clerk, third member. So, unahin si poll clerk. Ayan. So, the user EB poll clerk was authenticated successfully after ma-input yung PIN. Magtatanong uli yan. Press mo naman yung third member. Yung third member, i-input niya yung PIN niya. After ma-input yung PIN, gayon, successfully rin yan. Tapos, hindi pa yon. Doon pala makikita nyo yung button na close voting option. Then, we tap that close voting option. The BCM will display input PIN for the EB poll clerk. So, dalawang beses. So, kanina, authentication for closing. Ngayon naman, closing itself. So, si EB at third member pa rin yung magko-close. Same procedure. Input yung mga PIN ng EB tsaka nung poll clerk. So, after we input yung parehas PIN ng third member tsaka ng poll clerk, it will automatically ask you for the digital signing of the ER. Ito na po yung second dun sa enhancement ni VCM. So, by doing that, press next to add a signature to the election results. So, mapapansin nyo dun sa VCM screen, ang required signature, 1 lang. Pero, lahat ng digital signatures or digital certificate shall be inputted. So, either chairperson, EB, and the third member. How to do that? Click lang po natin yung next. After that, the BCM will display, please insert the memory token to be registered. Ito na yun. Yung I button security key ng chairperson, siya yung mauuna. Itatap niya ngayon dun sa security key. Ang sabi namin, mag-apply ka ng konting pressure lang. So, reading the I button, don't remove the I button and please wait. It will take 10 to 15 seconds po para mabasa yung certificate ni DICT. So, wag nyo pong tatanggalin hanggat hindi kayo nakakakita ng ganito. Yan. Please input the I button PIN. Kasi yun yung magde-determine na dapat i-input nyo na yung password intended dun sa certificate na yon. So, for this one, chairperson. So, the EB chairperson shall now enter his or her external digital signature password. So, siya lang nakakaalam nun. Hindi alam ng mga member niya. So, makakakita kayo rito kung tama yung PIN, digital signature successfully added. So, ganun din yung gagawin nung poll clerk tsaka third member. The BCM will display again yung kaninang screen. So, tap natin yung yes kasi isa pa lang. So, yung dalawa, itatap niya, same procedure, mag-a-apply ng pressure until makita nyo yung message na changing the voting machine state to close. Kung kanina nabanggit ko yung dun sa upper left, yung status natin open, ngayon magiging close na yon after we do this. So, the BCM changes to close. Next, it will automatically print. Yan. After digitally signing, election result, automatically print ng 8 copies ng election return. Ang unang ipiprint niya po is yung National Election Returns. 8 copy yon. Okay, 8 copies yan. So, after printing ng 8 copies ng national election return, magpiprint yan ng 8 copies ng local election return. So, total, meron kang 16 copies ng ER, walo-walo. Pero, kumbaga, 8 sets po siya. After that, you detach the election return. So, place them dun sa envelope intended for the FTS. So, after printing ng 8 copies, tatanungin ka niyan. Mag-i-stop yung VCM mo kung do you want to transmit the election result. Ang sagot dyan, no. Since FTS yung pine-perform natin, we did not perform or we will not have a transmission. So, we press no. So, after pressing no for the transmission, VCM will then print the 22 copies of national and local election returns. For the purpose of the FTS, there will be no printing of additional 22 copies. So, paano gagawin mo para ma-stop yun? Kasi nga, automatic. So, the EB or kung sino man yung nasa VCM will open the thermal printer cover. Yung sa printer compartment, i-press nyo po yung pataas. Then, the VCM will display the report could not be printed. Press retry button or skip button. So, dalawang option lang yung makikita nyo. So, ang gagawin nyo, ipipress nyo yung skip. Pag press nyo yung skip, ibalik nyo yung printer cover sa proper way. Then, magpiprint. So, skip nyo uli iaangat uli yung printer compartment, then we press escape kasi dalawang beses yung gagawin yon. Kasi nga, hindi naman sabay yung national election return tsaka local. So, 22-22, parehas po nating escape yan. After that, magpiprint po yun automatic nung statistical report. So, the statistical report, after printing nun, may makikita tayong message. Ano yun? Close polls completed with warnings. The report could not be printed. There is no information available for tally. So, done button lang yun. Kaya successful na yung closing natin kasi hindi na siya pwedeng botohan. Press done button. And after that, ayan, we go for rezero na. So, tapos na natin yung 5 proseso. Paano ba ginagawa yung rezero, Rui? So, yung chairperson po yung magpe-perform ng rezero process. So, from the election menu, we select the utilities, then we choose the rezero option. The message input pin for rezero, meron tayong pin code for rezero. So, the chairperson shall then input the rezero pin. The message, you are about to delete 10 ballots. Are you sure? You want to proceed? Press yes. So, press natin yung yes. After that, while BCM is rezeroing, data will display ensuring that the vote counters are set to 0. Yun po yung makikita nyo sa mga VCM natin. Then, the VCM will print a rezero report. So, kung ano yung pwede mo siyang i-same dun sa initialization report natin. So, magpiprint yan ng zero report na katunayan yung mga kandidato, babalik siya dun sa 0 votes. So, after printing ng rezero, automatic to, makikita nyo sa VCM natin, the system needs to shut down. To shut down the system, press OK button. Then, rezero has been completed successfully, will be displayed. Press natin yung OK button. Then, the VCM will shut down. So, i-close nyo yung VCM, papak. So, yung mga balota, i-arrange yung intended for FTS, tapos yung kung ano na yung mga kailangan nating gawing reports, part of our minutes of FTS. So, yun po yung FTS process natin.
For our VCM operations on Election Day, just follow the FTS procedures for VCM operations on Unboxing the VCM and its peripherals. Initialization and authentication. Open voting, FTS. Close voting, FTS. Remember, unlike in the FTS, you will only close the machine at the end of the voting hours.
After printing ng 8 copies ng local election return, so tig 8 copies na po sila, ito na yung lalabas sa screen natin. So for the election proper, sa FTS, hindi tayo nag-transmit kasi walang transmission. But for the E-Day process, we press yes button after printing 8 copies of election return. So we press now yes. But before we press yes, sasabihin nito dapat naka-ready na yung bigan mo as well as yung USB modem natin na gagamitin. So, we will test it. So, do you want to transmit? Press yes. So, please insert the GSM modem. So, insert niya yung GSM modem mo rito. Kasi yung na-detect niya, nung mag-transmit ka, or nag-check ka ng USB, yan, para kang nag-check nung diagnostic ng Ethernet tsaka nung GSM modem. Dito, since naka-down pa yung data center natin, na makikita nyo rito, attempting to connect to central server, to MBOK, and to the transparency server. So, magta-transmit siya, 1 of 2, 2 of 2, 3 of 3. Once na meron kang signal, mabilis lang po yung transmission natin. And it takes siguro mga 2 to 3 minutes. Matagal na yun, pero mabilis lang talaga to. Basta meron kang nakapag-establish ka ng connection from your location to the cluster precinct papunta dun sa central at MBOC natin. Okay? So, after successfully transmitted on the election day, it will automatically print the 22 copies of election return. Ayan, transmitting Cagayan server 2 of 2. Transmitting result to central, attempting 2 of 2. Result transmission to, yan, 3 of 2. So, transmitting to transparency. So, yan. Failed. Since naka-down. Tapos magpiprint po yan automatically muna ng transmission report. Kaya lang po, kung mapapansin nyo, since naka-down po yung data center natin, puro failed siya for now. Pero nakita natin sa screen at dito sa transmission report, puro failed. Pero ganito po, same yung itsura ng transmission report natin. Nakalagay naman dyan, successfully transmitted. Okay? So dito, pinapatanggal niya na yung transmission device natin. And then, it will print automatically the 22 copies of election return. So, total 30 copies po pa rin sa E-Day. Yun yung kaibahan natin sa FTS. For the printing of audit log, on the main menu of the BCM, meron po dun sa gitna na reports. We click the reports, then we scroll down, we print the audit log, and it will show you the select time range. For the start and the end button, we will edit that. But if we decided to print, we just click the check button and it will print the audit log report. For the audit log report in the election process, ang ilalagay po natin yung time na nag-start tayo. Kung 6 o'clock ba yan o 5 o'clock, up to this point na nag-generate tayo ng audit log. And it will print automatically dun yung audit log natin sa BCM. Ito po yung last procedure natin for the E-Day process wherein we press yung write protect data. Yung write protect data, ang gagawin niya, ira-write protect niya yung worm natin o yung write once, read many na SD card. So, paano kung nagkapalit yan? Hahanapin mismo ni VCM kung saan nakalagay na slot yung worm natin. So, pag clinic natin tong write protect data, so, EB Paul Clerk, kailangan po ng passcode ng dalawa. Since sila yung nag-close at nakapag-authenticate, yung password po nila ang kailangan dyan. So, we input that. So, ulit. Pala. Third member. Yan. So, may indicator dito na the write protecting process cannot be reversed. Do you want to continue? For this training, hindi po natin ipipress yung yes. But, for the E-Day process, we press the yes button. And, it will write itong ano natin, nasa slot B, yung backup device o yung worm SD card, ira-write protect niya na yon. Meaning, hindi na pwedeng sulatan at yung BCM natin will automatically shut down. Yun po yung pinaka-process ng E-Day procedure natin. So, dun po siya mag-e-end. Pag prines natin yung yes, mag-shutdown na siya. Since hindi natin prines yung yes, so nag-time out siya. Press lang natin yung done. Okay? Sa VCM screen natin, wala kang ibang dapat gawin. Just to shut down the VCM. So, click lang natin yung OK. Automatic po, magsha-shutdown na si VCM. This seal will not be detached. So, we remain it seal. Tapos, kukunin na po natin lahat ng report. So, we detach the battery. And we detach the DC power cord. So, ayusin po uli natin yung BCM natin at yung mga balota after the VCM is properly shut down. So, tatanggalin natin yung VCM sa ballot box. Angat nyo lang to, then slide it. Tapos, maangat nyo na siya. Then, we proceed to the VCM box. After the VCM is properly shut down, we will take out the VCM from the ballot box. We will put it again doon sa VCM box natin. Safe na safe sa VCM natin. So, okay na po yan. We take out the adapter. The power cable for the battery. So, dito na lang siya nakalagay sa ibabaw. And, lahat ng peripherals intact pa rin. Okay? So, we close it. Then, lalagyan po ng paper seal. Signed by the electoral board. So, after the FTS, we discuss naman ngayon yung election day process. So, katulad ng introduction o sinabi ko kanina, for the E-Day process, meron din tayong 5 kailangang tandaang procedure. Ito yung installation, open voting, close voting, transmission, tsaka write protect. So, kung ano yung ginawa natin yung FTS, babalikan lang natin yon since alam na natin. So, to do that, for the installation, we retrieve the VCM from its box. Same procedure, papakita rin natin yung VCM that is properly sealed. Yung both A slot tsaka yung B slot niya, papakita natin. Then, we place the VCM on the top of the ballot box. After that, we go for the checking of the thermal paper printer compartment. we make it sure na dapat newly installed na thermal paper yung nakalagay doon sa printer compartment natin. Why? Kasi kung nagamit mo yan ng FTS, possible na pag nag-print ka ng initialization report, putol. Kaya on the E-Day process, we make it sure na kung nagamit mo yan or kung i-check lagi ng EB yan, na dapat newly installed. Please take note of that. Okay? After checking the printer compartment, we go for the installation of the battery. So, we discuss it, yung installation, we connect it dun sa likod, nasa right side siya. Then, we connect the power adapter to the BCM AC power port. Yun yung diretso sa power outlet. After that, we open the envelope that contains pins. Kasi you gather in yung FTS ngayon, di-distribute na ni chairperson yung pin. Kay EB Polkirk, kay EB member, tsaka kay chairperson. After that, turn on the VCM by pressing the power button dun sa likod. 2 seconds po yun. Pag press, automatic mag-i-initialize po yung VCM natin. Nasabi ko kanina, for the initialization or for the setup or booting up ng BCM, it will take 2 to 3 minutes. Or to be exact, 2.37. 2 minutes and 37 seconds magbo-boot up yan. So, after booting up, may makikita kayong word na please tap the I button in slot. I-open na natin ang BCM. O, pag nag-open tayo, sino mag-open? Si chairperson. Kasi, siya yung mag-open eh. Chairperson. So, place the I button security key ni chairperson. Select profile to authenticate. Ang pipiliin, chairperson. So, chairperson, i-input niya yung PIN. So, after successfully inputted yung PIN, we check lagi yung system date time. Kung makulit tayo, chinek natin yung FTS, baka mamaya, during election day, mali pala yung date time. Diba? Sabi ko nga, lahat ng operation natin for the BCM, nalalag. Kung mali yung system date time mo on the election day, baka magkaroon pa tayo ng problema or baka mapansin ng mga watcher natin. So, we make it sure na kahit bago yung CMOS battery niyan, we double check the date and time. Eh, paano kung mali? So, tinuro natin yan. Paano? Go to utilities. Tap the change system date and time. Tapos, i-require po ng PIN yun. PIN ni chairperson. Tapos, press mo lang yung up, down arrow para itama yung date time. So, i-synchronize na lang po yung mga oras natin. So, tapos, kung okay na, press change. Tapos, press yung done, then yung X button. Tama na yung oras nyo. Yun po yung installation process natin. Same lang yan nung FTS natin. Then, we go directly to open voting. Ang mag-o-open, ang kulit ko, si chairperson. So, tap mo yung open voting. Then, you input PIN for EB chairperson to confirm the execution of open voting. So, after that, i-input na ni chairperson yung PIN niya. Then, the BCM will display yung assigning ng name. Naulit siya. Yung assigning ng name ng certificate ay ng mga EB natin, ilalagay niya yon sa pangalan. Ang sinasabi ko po, meron lang po tayong 30 characters to input. Possible kasi na mahaba yung pangalan ng EB natin, so last name tsaka first name lang po yung ini-input natin. So, press assign for the name of the chairperson. So, input niyo po yung name. Ganun din po sa EB Polkirk and third member. Same procedure. Nagawa na natin yan nung FTS. After that, eto na. Pagka-press nyo ng checkmark dun sa lower part ng VCM screen natin, it will automatically print the initialization report. Yung initialization report, yan yung parang zero report. Ipapakita nyo yan sa mga sa mga watcher natin, sa mga stakeholders natin, kung sino man na nandun. So, i-detach nyo yun, then pipirmahan. So, ito rin po yung makikita natin sa screen natin. Open polls, generating report, saving the report, printing the report. So, after printing ng initialization, the VCM will display open polls completed successfully. Dapat makita nyo yan. The device state has been updated. Wala kang ibang option na pipiliin dyan, kundi done lang po. Press done button. After that, makikita nyo yung status natin ng VCM to be open. So, i-detach, ipapipirmahin, and we put the initialization report intended envelope. So, after that, the election menu, pe-press nyo yung go to voting button. The VCM will automatically print ito na yung sinasabi ko, status report. Yung status report that contains yung mga ballot cast. Anong clustered precinct intended, tsaka kung saan dapat or kung anong clustered precinct assigned. So, wala kang ibang option again dyan, kundi yung done button lang. You press the done button. After that, the VCM is now ready to accept ballots. Ito na yun. E-day process, botohan na. Kung ang number of registered voter for cluster precinct, maximum natin, 1,000. So, aantayin nyo yung 1,000. Pero meron tayong voting hours. So, aantayin nyo yun. So, ang gagawin natin at this time, yung pwede nang mag-insert. So, procedure na po yun. Manual procedure. Pag may pupunta na sa voting process, ito po, may note ako. Ang sinasabi namin dito, since yung thermal paper natin is a lot lang to print a copy of the BBPAT, we check the thermal paper every 70 BBPATs. So, kapag may 70 na nakasalang dyan, dapat check natin yung BBPAT natin, konti na yan, hindi na yan kaya. Papalitan na natin yan. Okay? So, i-check nyo. Kasi, possible na yung next na botante, yung BBPAT niya hindi ma-print. Actually, 70 or more. Basta i-check nyo po, ito yung pinaka-note lang namin na binibigay, at least 70. Every 70, you check it, your thermal paper. Tapos, napansin ko rin, share ko lang, during mock election, nangyari kasi ito, nakita ko dun sa isang school. Mas maganda, may nagmo-monitor nung yung nagde-detach yung voter dun sa printer compartment ng BBPAT niya. Or kung may nagugunting, mas maganda yon. Kasi napansin ko, nung sa Albay, yung botante, siya yung nagpunet, nahatak niya yung thermal paper. Yung printer compartment umangat. Hindi napansin ng EB member. So, ang nangyari, yung next botante, pagkasalang na ng balota niya, binasa naman yung balot. Kaya lang, yung magpiprint na ng BBPAT, walang nag-appear. So, magiging parts pa ng minutes of voting nyo yun. Kasi nga, walang na-print. Walang na-print na BBPAT. So, we make it sure na after checking, dapat may tagagupit o kaya dapat talaga sarado yung printer compartment para properly printed po yung BBPAT natin. Okay? Ruwi, paano yun? Kung hindi nga na-print nga yung BBPAT. Yun nga po, yun? Isusulat natin sa minutes of voting natin. Pero, katulad ng sinabi ko, di ba, one of the additional features na dinagdag kay VCM, meron soft copy yon. Kaya lang, makaka-receive nun, pinapadala natin sa transparency server. Meron pa rin kopya yon. Okay? Next, after the voting process, kunyari, dumating na tayo sa time na sinabi sa GI is 5 o'clock. Magko-close na tayo ng voting. So, eto na. Sino magko-close? EB member. Si EB member, sino yun? Si poll clerk, tsaka si third member. Sino yung magko-close? Kunyari, 5 o'clock na. Pero meron pa nakapila, di ba, ubusin nyo muna yon. Basta pag naubos na, doon sa presinto nyo, doon na yung time para mag-close kayo. Paano gawin yun? So, kailangan ko yung iButton security key ni poll clerk tsaka ni third member. Tatap natin. Pagka-tap ko, hahanapan ako ng profile to authenticate. Sino yon? Yung dalawang board member. Ipipress ko yung EB member. Automatic yon, tatanungin, isa-select mo si EB poll clerk. So, pag check ng poll clerk, hahanapan po yun ng PIN, security PIN. So, input nyo po yun, yung poll clerk PIN. After nun, third member naman. Kung parehas nang na-input successfully, lalabas na yung option na close voting. Close voting option, doon ipipress yun. Una, authenticate lang. Ito na talaga yung close voting. Sa close voting, kailangan pa rin yung PIN ng EB poll clerk tsaka nung third member. So, parang dalawang process nila ginagawa yung close voting. O dalawang beses ini-input yung mga PIN natin. So, after execution ng mga PIN, and successfully inputted, eto na. The BCM display screen for digital signing ng election return. So, kakailanganin uli yung digital certificate. How to do that? Press next to add signature. Press mo lang yung next. Ang required dyan, 1. But we input lahat nung certificate. So, sabi rito, press mo lang yung next. Paunahin na natin si chairman. So, si chairperson, please insert memory token to be registered. So, kailangan yung digital certificate ni chairperson. Ilalagay niya sa security key. Ang sabi namin rito, itatap, then, apply pressure. Huwag naman madiin. Apply pressure ng konti. And, ang napansin namin, medyo incline nyo yung pagkakalapat doon. Kasi mas madaling basahin ng VCM. So, reading I button, do not remove the I button and please wait. It takes 10 to 15 seconds to read po yung mga I button natin. We wait until the BCM display the message, please input the I button PIN. So, input po ni chairperson yung PIN and the BCM shall thereafter display the digital signature successfully added. So, isa pa lang yun. So, ganun din po. So, the BCM again will display. So, tatap lang natin yung yes. So, same procedure para sa dalawang EB members. Kasi dapat lahat ma-digitally sign yung yung election returns natin. So, the BCM display message changing the vote machine to state close. So, yung open kanina, magiging close na yon. Mapapansin nyo yun dun sa taas nung BCM screen natin. Next, di ba? Closing yan. It will automatically print pagkatapos ng digital certificate ng election return. Ilang copies yan? 8 copies. Una, 8 copies ng National Election Return. Next, 8 copies ng local election returns. So, technical lang. So, kada print, ang magiging distinction nyo para matapos na yung ER, may makikita ko po kayo sa dulong parang QR code. Yun po yung end nung isang page nung ER natin. So, after nun, so, putulin nyo. O, di nakaisa na kayo. So, makikita nyo 8. After ng national, local naman na 8. So, pipirmahan po yun. Tapos, may intended copies for kung kanino man. Okay? Next, after printing, kung sa FTS, wala tayong transmission, ito yung bago kay E-Day. Kasi dito, meron tayong transmission. Ayan, sabi rito, after printing 8 copies, the system will display, do you want to transmit election results? O, di ba? Na-sign na natin yung election results natin. Itatransmit na natin yan. Now, we press yes option. After we press yes, please insert the GSM transmission device. Meron pong dalawang device na pwede nating gamitin for transmission. Una, yung mga far-flung areas or yung talagang naka-assign na gagamit ng bigan. So, may bigan kayo, ang gagamitin nyo po, yung kaninang tinuro ko, sa Ethernet. Kung wala naman, meron kayong isang option, yung sa GSM, yung USB dongle. Yun po. So, tinuro ko kanina kung paano makikita yung SIM card, properly insert. So, dapat naka-insert po yung SIM card doon. Okay? So, sabi rito, if using modem, open the cover dun sa likod. Then, ilalagay na natin yung modem natin. If biga naman, ko-connect mo dun sa power adapter, dun sa port intended for bigan natin. Yan, RJ45 LAN cable. Usually kasi yung bigan naka-setup yan sa labas. Kasi ang ano po natin kay bigan, line of sight. So ko-connect yan sa satellite. So 30 meters po yung haba nung LAN cable if I'm not mistaken. So from labas papunta doon sa clustered precinct or sa room ng mga school. 30 to 90 meters ang alam ko po. Okay? So, it will transmit. So, yan. Pe-place mo sa outdoor. Pressing power on. Tinuro po sa atin yan. So, may makikita kayo rito. Ayan, oh. Please make sure that the networking cable or modem devices is connected. So, kapag successfully connected or nakapag-establish na po tayo ng connection doon sa data center natin, it will automatically transmit. Ayan. Once the BCM successfully transmitted, ito makikita nyo, bago yan, transmitted successfully to MBOC. Ano yan, makikita kayo, attempting, transmitting to to MBOC, Central, KBP. Tatlo po yung pinagtatransmitan niya. Then, after that, the results were successfully transmitted. Tapos, magpe-print yan automatically ng transmission report. Uy, bakit nung nakaraan wala kaming nakitang transmission report? Kapag napansin po namin kapag naging unsuccessful kayo or dun sa unang attempt, yung transmission natin, transmission report, mape-perform siya kung continuous process. Kapag nag-fail yung isa o yung tatlo dyan, tawag nito, yung transmission report, makikita nyo siya dun sa baba na lang, mamaya sa report process. Okay? So, after printing ng transmission report, i-detach, tapos ilalagay po natin sa envelope intended for that. Yan. So, after transmission, go now. After transmission, we now print the remaining copies of ER and the statistical report. So, after which, the BCM will print additional 22 copies. Kung yung FTS 8 lang, ito total of 30 ERs. 30 na national, tsaka 30 na local. So, napakarami. Yung nakalagay po sa mga VCM nyo na thermal paper, ano po yan? Computed po yan based dun sa BBPAT, tsaka dun sa number of ERs na ipiprint natin. Okay? So, once the printing of 22 copies of ER ng national and local, the BCM will print automatically the statistical report. So, after printing ng statistical, ito, yung BCM will display close poll completed successfully. Voting process has been completed. Yan. With done button and press done button. Okay? The BCM will return to election menu. Tapos kung makikita natin, nasa close state na siya. Okay. What if naman is transmission is not successful? We will perform this following procedure. So, sinabi ko na to kanina. Recap, paano yun? I-check natin yung transmission device natin. Kung properly connected ba siya doon. Tapos, may option tayo ng retransmit. So, to perform the retransmit, so we press the retransmit result. So, it will appeal, do you want to transmit the election results? So, dapat connected na yung GSM or yung modem natin. If the transmission device is allocated as BGAN, meron kang option doon na mark sa bottom, yun yung gagamitin natin. Tapos, kung parehas connected na or properly connected, the screen will display selection. Kung all server ba yan, kung Embo ka lang, kung central ka ba, o kung kay transparency server. Okay? The BCM will print, ito na, yung sinasabi ko, transmission report, and verify kung transmitted successfully. Ruy, what if talaga ayaw matransmit? Diba? So, may time talaga na hindi na natransmit, walang ano. Meron tayong mga contingency procedure dyan, diba? Nilalabas natin minsan, kasi minsan dun sa loob ng classroom, wala. Pero may ano yan, may alam ng mga watcher, may mga watcher doon, 'di ba? So yun yung part na yon. Or minsan inaayos natin yung bigan para matransmit siya. So yun po yung ginagawa natin. At lastly, kung talagang wala o bumabagyo ron, maulap, hindi makakuha ng signal, ang last option ilalagay natin sa minutes of voting natin, it will be manually imported. Doon pupunta tayo sa canvassing server sa municipal level. Okay? Next. After nun, statistical report yung huli ko, printing na ng audit log. Wala yan nung FTS natin. So, magpiprint tayo ng audit log. Ito, mahaba rin po ito. So, from the election menu, paano gawin yon? May reports yon. So, pipress natin yung report. After printing ng report, meron dong option print audit log. So, we press that. Tapos, may date range na lalabas. Anong ilalagay natin dyan? So, ang ilalagay po natin dyan is yung date na nagsimula tayo. Kaninang umaga, date to day, election date. Kung alas 6 o 5:55, yun yung ilagay natin. Tapos, up to date nung ngayong oras na to. So, magpiprint po lahat ng activities na ginawa natin kay VCM. Simula nung nagsimula tayo. Okay? So, yun lang po yung printing ng audit log. So, kasama yan sa gagawin natin. Next, yung pinakahuling gagawin mo is write protect. Paano gawin yon? Write protect or backup yung tinatawag namin. So, from the home screen, yung chairperson, siya yung mag-perform nito. Itatap niya yung I button para lumabas yung menu option. So, then, makikita doon yung option na write protect data. Pipiliin natin yon. Input the PIN o kailangan yung code ni chairperson para ma-write protect. So, input the role PIN. After successfully input the PIN, the write protecting process cannot be reversed. Ito yan ha. Sabi, cannot be reversed. Do you want to continue? Ano ba ginagawa niya? Diba yung backup SD card na nasa B slot, ang ginagawa niya, nira-write protect niya na. Kumbaga, hindi na pwedeng sulatan yung B natin. So, kumbaga, yun na yun, last na yun. So, do you want to continue? We press yes button. Yun yung tinatawag na worm SD card. Ano yung worm? Write once, read many. So, ibig sabihin, kapag winworm na yon at ni-write protect na, hindi ka na makakapag-sulat. Kaya nga, write once, read many. So, yun po yung purpose nung write protect natin. Okay? Next. So, pagka-press ng yes, meron niyang kakain lang yan ng mga ilang seconds. Wait until the VCM will display the result of the operation. After nyan, press natin yung okay. Then, automatic yon, magsha-shutdown na yung VCM. Then, we disconnect the battery from the VCM. We disconnect the battery cable from the battery. We disconnect the power cable from the electrical outlet. We disconnect the power cable from the VCM. Tapos, tatanggalin na yung transmission medium. I-close. Tapos yung mga nakasil. Tapos, we retrieve yung mga pins nila. And, that is the close of the election day. So, yun po. Maraming salamat po at sana po na-refresh kayo sa operation natin ng FTS at ng election day process. Maraming salamat.